Hello my dear friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joycey Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about the Indian Ocean Rim Association. It is commonly known as IORA. We will discuss all the details about IORA in this lecture. First of all, coming to the background. Let us understand what is the background. The IORA or the Indian Ocean Rim Association was formerly known as the Indian Ocean Rim Association for Regional Cooperation. Currently, it represents a grouping of 21 countries, and these countries are Australia, Bangladesh, Comoros, India, Indonesia, Iran, Kenya, Malaysia, Madagascar, Mauritius, Mozambique, Oman, Seychelles, Singapore, Somalia, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, Thailand, UAE and Yemen. So these countries are those regions in the Indian Ocean. And this association collectively aims at enhancing the economic cooperation for a sustained development and balanced economic growth of its members. So among the member countries, it establishes or it enhances two things. One is economic cooperation for sustained development, and secondly, balanced economic growth for all its members. So first one is sustainability. That means the future is also taken into consideration. And second one, balanced growth. That means equal distribution. So it is based on two principles. And the Secretariat of Indian Ocean Rim Association is located at Port Louis, Mauritius. Now let us understand some of the successful endeavors of IORA. The first one is Indian Ocean Rim Association Special Fund. This was established in the year 2006 and this is a financial mechanism for supporting and complementing the funding of projects and programs adopted by the association. So this is to support the projects and programs of this association, and since its implementation it is largely successful. Second one is Indian Ocean Rim Association Sustainable Development Program. This was developed in the year 2014. And the Sustainable Development Program gives a special focus on the practical requirements of lesser developed member states in order to encourage their active participation and to optimize benefits arising from IORA cooperation. That means special focus is given to lesser developed member states. So within the association of 21 members, there are lesser developed states or countries. So the Indian Ocean Rim Association Sustainable Development Program aims at or focuses on this lesser developed economies which are members of this association, and this tries to address the practical requirements of these member states in order to encourage more participation of these member states in the association and also to distribute the benefits of this association to the lesser developed member states. And third is the Indian Ocean Rim Association Specialized Agencies. There are currently two specialized agencies for Indian Ocean Rim Association. The first one is Regional Center for Science and Technology Transfer, and the second one is Fisheries Support Unit. Now coming to the first one, that is Regional Center for Science and Technology. This is headquartered in Iran. Second one is Fisheries Support Unit, headquartered in Oman. And both of these specialized agencies have immensely benefited IORA by hosting various kinds of workshops, activities, etc., and which has resulted in capacity building and knowledge sharing. So both these specialized agencies have an active participation in the working or functioning of the Indian Ocean Rim Association. Next one is the Chair of Indian Ocean Studies. It is jointly sponsored by India and Mauritius. And the primary task of Chair of Indian Ocean Studies is to conduct research activities and studies in the Indian Ocean Rim Association priority areas with other academic institutions of Indian Ocean Rim Association member states. So mainly it focuses on conducting research and studies in the areas where this association is interested in. Now let us understand what is the role of India in Indian Ocean Rim Association. India chaired Indian Ocean Rim Association from the period 2011 to 2013. And in November 2011, 6 priority areas were identified on the basis of an Indian proposal to focus cooperation among member states. And these 6 priority areas are maritime safety and security, trade and investment facilitation, fisheries management, disaster risk management, academic, science and technology, tourism and cultural exchange. So these 6 priority areas has helped in clearly defining the way forward for the organization, and also it helped in focusing the efforts along the priority areas. So there is a larger role for India in developing the 6 priority areas of the Indian Ocean Rim Association. It was when India chaired the Indian Ocean Rim Association between 2011 and 13, and it was India that identified this 6 priority areas for this association. So this 6 priorities is a contribution of India for IORA or Indian Ocean Rim Association. Now secondly, Indian Ocean Dialogue. It was launched as an Indian initiative. So this is also another contribution of India. It is an Indian initiative. India hosted the first Indian Ocean Dialogue in Kochi, Kerala from September 5th to 7th, 2015. And this brought various officials, academics and other strategic thinkers together. And it was during this Indian Ocean Dialogue, which was held in Kochi, Kerala, that the Kochi Consensus was adopted as the outcome document of the first Indian Ocean Dialogue. So the outcome of the first Indian Ocean Dialogue is the Kochi Consensus. So India has played a critical or a significant role in IORA, Indian Ocean Rim Association. First one is identification of the 6 priority areas, which has helped the organization or the association to focus on its future course of action. And the second one is Indian Ocean Dialogue. It was also an Indian initiative. So in these 2 ways, India has a significant role in the development of this association. And now coming to the critical analysis of this association, Indian Ocean Rim Association is a major regional association. But in the past 2 decades of its existence, it has not been able to achieve major traction. And India is largely praised for establishing or for identifying the 6 priority areas for this association. And it was during the chairmanship of India from 2011 to 13. And again, to achieve the 6 priorities, India has taken on a lead role and set forth 4 major initiatives across the 6 priority areas, and also on areas of concern for the Indian Ocean Rim Association member states. And this concern for India has been defined by SAGAR. SAGAR is security and growth for all in the region. So India has taken a pivotal role in the association in tandem with the Prime Minister's strategic vision for engagements in the Indian Ocean region, and this is identified as or defined as SAGAR. SAGAR is security and growth for all in the region. Now let us understand briefly about SAGAR. SAGAR is security and growth for all in the region. It is India's vision for Indian Ocean region. So broadly we can say that SAGAR is India's vision for the Indian Ocean region, and it focuses on enhancing capacities in order to safeguard land and maritime territories and interest of the Indian Ocean region. So it also aims at deepening economic and security cooperation between the countries in the Indian Ocean region. So SAGAR promotes collective action. Collective action means the cooperation of all the countries in this region in order to deal with natural disasters and also maritime threats like terrorism, piracy, etc. So this is briefly about SAGAR, and a related concept or related aspect is the emergence of blue economy. So what is blue economy? It is a new pillar of prosperity in the Indian Ocean region, and blue economy means marine based sustainable economic development. So 3 things are important here. One is that it is marine based. Second one, it aims at sustainable development, and thirdly it also aims at economic development. So these 3 key words are important here. So first, marine based sustainable economic development means it is based on marine resources. Development based on marine resources. Sustainable means the future generation is also taken into consideration. That means the future generation would not be impacted or affected. And thirdly, economic development means in terms of economic growth. So, blue economy will further lead to improved human well-being and social equity. And the key elements of the blue economy can be summarized as: one is optimum and efficient utilization of resources, marine resources. Second, sustainable, inclusive and harmonious development. Thirdly, exploitation of opportunities in the marine industries. And fourth one is creating a legal and regulatory framework or institution which will govern the access, use and protection of this marine or maritime resources. So these are the four key pillars of the concept of blue economy. So this is in brief about blue economy and the Sagar. Sagar is India's vision for Indian Ocean region. So this is in brief about Indian Ocean Rim Association. You can find a PDF of this lecture on my Facebook page, and for any queries regarding your UPSC preparations, you can get in touch with me on my Facebook page, or you can email me at joyce.studiiq@gmail.com. Thank you.